Welcome. I'm so glad that I'm actually up at this time to start this on purpose 5-day challenge. So we're going to be 5 days of really getting present and really getting on purpose. The reason that I'm doing this is because I really struggle sometimes to see what the end goal is. For me. For other people, it's fine, I can totally see that. But for me, I really want to be able to set that intention, set my day to be up, set my week up, set my month up to be on purpose, but not to force it too much, not to try and really push things, because when we're pushing, we're using so much more energy than we really need to. So if we can be pulled in the direction and just allow things to happen because we're being on purpose, not because we're letting things happen to us, it makes such a difference. Because we're on purpose, we've got a direction that we need to go in, and everything conspires to make that happen for us, rather than being at the mercy of other people and situations around us. So today we're going to do a short 10-minute meditation around our body. I think the very first place of being on purpose to start is actually being present in our body and in our breath. Because when we forget to breathe, we can make bad decisions, and when we need to, when we're having those awkward conversations, when we're doing exercise, when we're learning something new, we tend to hold our breath. And that's a thing for our body to increase the amount of carbon dioxide, because we need to exchange more oxygen. But it also means that we're not moving forward, we're not releasing the thing from the past. So what I want you to do, so you can either do this as an open eye or a closed eye, completely up to you. I find meditation a lot easier when I'm able to close my eyes and go inside and really kind of visualize what's going on, but feel free to do it with your eyes open if you want. You can do this on the bus, just put your earphones in and listen to my voice. If you haven't done meditation before, don't worry. I get a lot of people saying, I think all the time, I can't shut my mind down. It's, it ends up putting me in a stressful place. It's not about that. It's really about just letting the thoughts come, but not giving them any energy. It's when we give the thought energy and we go, what do I have to do today? That's okay, just letting that thought go out. But when we go, oh, what do I have to do today? Right, I need to go to the shop, I need to get this, and this, I need to write that report, I need to do this with the kids, and then all of a sudden, this little thought of, what do I need to do today, has got huge. So just allowing that thought to come in, when you recognize that you're thinking, just come back to the breath and come back to my voice. So get into a comfortable seat. It's better to do your meditation if you are sitting on something hard and that you can get a little bit of space around you and the back of a seat. So if you can just lean forward and engage, because then you're going to increase that energy that's going to flow around your body and not get stuff that's stuck in and around your, particularly on that seated part, because that's the base part. Put your feet flat on the floor and make sure that you've got a solid foundation. If you're short like me, if I put my feet in the floor, I naturally come forward, so there is space between me and the back of the seat. And then just close your eyes when you're ready. And then start just being aware of where your breath is. Is it in the top of your chest? Is it in your belly? Do you not feel like you're breathing at all? Just be aware of where it is. And what I want you to do is take a deep breath through your nose And as you breathe in, and as you release out, just let everything relax down and fully expand it out. And do that again 2 more times. And allow your chest to relax and come down. And on that third breath, I want you to hold it, and I want you to bring your shoulders all the way up to your ears, and then I want you to flap them down. And notice the difference that is there now in the space that's between your ears and your shoulders. Because often when we think too much about things that are important, our ears and our shoulders like to meet. And for whatever reason, the more that we think, the more our shoulders want to get closer to our ears. So creating that space between the shoulders, making your neck long, relaxing your frown. That's really going to make a difference to how you react, because you've created space between you and the thinking, you and the decisions, you and the people around you, the things that are affecting you, so that you can decide on the things that you really want to have, the things that are important to you, how you're going to attend to your day. So with each breath, I want that to be on purpose. I want you to feel the flow of the air coming through your nose. Feel the coldness of it coming through. And as you breathe out, feel the heat that comes out of your mouth. Because we can create heat and we can create coldness within our bodies. And just be aware of whether you're creating too much heat, or maybe you're taking in too much cold, or maybe do you give out too much cold or too much heat. And with your breath, I want you to now take your hands and put your hands on just on your belly. And particularly if you breathe from the top of your chest, push your belly out. As you take that breath in, really drive it right down into your belly. So we're going to create some cooling air in there. And what that's going to do is allow the nervous system to cool down, to come down a gear and really sort of look after itself. Another one deep into the pit of your belly. Push your fingers apart. Really make sure that that is what you're doing. You're forcing that air down into your belly. Because we're using that full expression of your breath. Often when we're not present and we're not in attention to our day, we don't really pay attention, because we leave that, we go on autopilot, because our body and our brain is very good at that. But sometimes we need to just check in and just make sure that it's right for us. Deep in through your nose and push all the way out in your belly. And then on your next breath in, I want you to be aware of your feet. Where are your feet right now? Are they on your tippy toes? Are they flat on the floor? Do you feel strong? Do you feel grounded? And come with each breath, feel where the breath goes, and we're going to be looking, feeling, sensing what is going on in our calf muscles. Do they feel tight? Do they do a lot of work for us during the day, walking us around, carrying us up steps? Are we aware of how good our body is to us on a daily basis? Coming up and feeling where the knees are at. Are they relaxed? Do they feel loose? If they don't feel loose, next one of your breaths, just push it into your knees and create some space in your knees. Allow it to have a new intention. Coming up through to your hips. Feel what's going on in your hips. Our hips are, the center point of our body, and they end up having a lot of stress and a lot of tension because of where they are and because of the main muscles that they have within their body, in our bodies. We tend to find that when we don't give ourselves enough attention, when we don't give that part of our body enough attention and speak with intention to it, we end up getting quite tight in our backs, tight in our legs, and our movement becomes a bit harder because of this lack of space. Where can you breathe some space into your hips and your bum and that top part of your thigh? And if that feels particularly tight, take a few of those deep, deep breaths in there. And let your legs slowly fold out and that muscle relax. And then feel the breath as it goes down into the bit of your spine and starts to move its way slowly, making space for you to create new intentions. And slowly as you move up, you start to feel your shoulder blades. And notice if they've come back up, do they want to continue to meet the ears? And if they have, take a deep breath in and just relax them back down. Feel your shoulder blades going out because you're pulling your shoulders back down. But don't ever lose the breath. The breath is our key. Breath is what, if it stopped, what would happen? But if we can make it better, if we can make it more intentional, what could that do for us? And I want you now to think about what intentions you're going to have for today. And yes, we've set intentions for our body and our breath to be fully aware of what's going on for us and check in with it and throughout the day and see where there's tension, where there's heat, and also where there's cooling and where there's space. What do you want to get out of today? Just today. When leaving it up to things bigger than you. Because when we try too much to think of the how, we start to push. And really what we want is just to be thinking about the what and the why. And be pulled along with ease. And if you can picture in your mind's eye, maybe the top of a slope, and you're on a chair, and you can feel that chair and that seat beneath you, pulling you gently towards the top of that slope. And you can feel relaxed and eased, knowing that you don't have to worry about how you're going to get to the top of that slope. You just are. And you know that you can take your time and relax into it. because when you get to the top, things are very clear. And that's the time to set new intentions. For you to be on purpose once again. And just sit gently once you get to the top of that slope. And just be aware of your breath again. Be aware of your body. Be aware of your thoughts. And let that thought float out into the sky. Because it's not needed right now. And that being able to focus creates space for you, gives you space to think, create, feel, set intentions to being on purpose in areas that you are really keen to make a change, to make a difference, to feel different, to feel on purpose, to feel happy. And as you breathe, get back into that seat and slowly come down the mountain again, or down your slope, coming back in with those new intentions, with those new what's that you want to achieve just in today. But knowing that you're going to be fully present. And whatever that presence brings up for you today, it's going to be good. Whether it's something that you know, whether it's something that you don't know. But when you know more, you know more. And therefore you can do better. And as you start to come back to the bottom of the slope, I want you to stand up. And take one final big breath in and let everything out. When you're ready, open your eyes, and I'll wish you a very good day and enjoy your new intentions. And I'll see you tomorrow at the same time. Have a good one. Bye.